Shut up! What are you doing?
So we've got a fresh party of 5. 3 male, 1 female Caucasian, and 1 female black. And the troops are mean.
Everybody against the wall. Come on, come on!
Give them all the attention they deserve. Okay.
If I don't walk out of here with $100,000, they said they'd kill me.
Officer down.
Think you can handle it? S4 to S1. He's not outside the pool hall and not in any of the cars parked on the street.
Negative as far as we're concerned, too.
Maybe he went in the John.
You want to park and go in and look?
No way, man. The last unarmed honky went in that place was about 1937. And they still haven't found him.
I think that was my old man.
I hear you.
You know, Pep, this is a real waste of time. By the time that girl hit the hospital, that pimp would have been on the milk run flight to San Francisco.
If she doesn't die, she's going to be more afraid of him than she is of us.
Right.
If he does leave town, all those other players are going to be grabbing off his girls.
And he'll come back 6 weeks from now with no money, no flash, and no broads.
Maybe we ought to hit the Club of Universal Love, okay?
I thought Advice closed that last week.
Hey, where they gonna go when they get off duty?
14812, a 211 in progress, 13145 Avalon. All units in area, please assist. Code 3.
Oh, we're practically on top of it.
What do you think, Bill?
They'll probably take us for the suspects.
Crowley, criminal conspiracy. How many of them are there?
Just one, I think. The poor Jack never had
Yeah,
it.
we'll take care of Jack. What about the customers?
I don't think so.
Clerks? Owner?
All I've seen is a shotgun.
Hey, Joe! Keep his head
Officer down.
Hey, he's going out the back door. Come on.
Take it easy. Just take it easy.
It's okay, Jack. Ma'am, could you hold me, please?
Ambulance is on the way.
Oh, so that's where William keeps his stuff, huh?
Well, that's for medicinal purposes only, Joe.
You got the sniffles, Pep?
It's not funny.
No, it isn't. I'm sorry.
Pep, you're gonna have to change out of this, you know?
I'll change, okay?
Right.
Pep, you okay?
Yeah.
I messed up my font.
How old was he, Bill?
He's 23.
Was he married?
Got a couple of kids. Pep, there ain't no way you're ever gonna get used to it. It's just a part of the business, honey.
It's all right with you. Could I have tomorrow off?
Okay. There's one thing you can be sure of. Crooks ain't gonna take any time off. They'll be out there tomorrow doing business as usual.
Step back from the cash, honey.
All of you, step back and keep your mouth shut. All right, everybody on this side of the counter hit the floor. Come on, move! Belly's down. All right, everybody against the wall. Come on, come on!
All right, everybody behind the counter back against the wall. Well, move! We'll blow your heads off.
Open the door, honey. Honey, where's the alarm? Look, I asked you a question.
Over there.
You stay right there.
Black and white. Just went by.
They go by all the time.
They do, huh? Well, that's probably true. But we better take some insurance just in case. Okay, let's go. Let's go quick and quiet. Come on. What's the matter?
She hit the alarm.
Who?
Her stupid old bag. Just walked up to your desk and stepped on it.
Forget it. Come on.
Forget nothing. Forget nothing.
Bill, Pepper?
Yeah, sir, we're late, sir.
I asked Stiles and Royster to be here.
Yeah, well, they're writing up a report on their court appearance, and the deputy chief's waiting in his office for it.
All right. I wanted all your people to be here because I wanted to tell you that they didn't identify themselves in any way. They carried off the whole operation with almost military precision.
Anything about the girl?
No. I suppose they still got her, or they deep-sixed her. Grumman. Oh, fine. Did you run down the license plates? Well, freeze it. We'll send down some investigators and we'll ask for a team from SID. Okay. Well, we got one thing on our side. Harbor Division Patrol thinks they found the holdup car. License plates through the Department of Motor Vehicles, and they say the car was stolen about 1:50 today. So, we've got a stolen car. But they may have cleaned it up. Masuda, Fernandez, get down there. The M.O. is distinctive, but nothing seems to pop into my head that ties it in with anybody that's operative right now. Johnson?
Well, I do know a couple of black ladies that used to hold up banks, but they are now deeply involved in the rehabilitation program at Corona. And I don't know of any black lady that tied in recently with 4 bad whites. So as you say, the M.O. is distinctive.
So we've got a fresh party of 5. 3 male, 1 female Caucasian, and 1 female black. Now, the leader is smart, and the troops are mean. So give them all the attention they deserve. Okay.
Did they make any references among themselves as to why they robbed the bank?
I don't quite follow you.
Look, what I mean is, see, if they robbed it to gain funds for some political organization or cause, they'd come away on a kind of a high. I mean, usually they can't help boasting about it. They'd make references to the bank as a capitalistic institution, maybe the police as pigs, things like that.
Huh. Nothing like that.
Let's get back to the robbery, Joanne. You said the only time you saw their faces was that brief period before they blindfolded you, right?
Yes.
When they transferred you from car to car, did they walk you very far?
No.
Did you hear them talking about anything?
No. I do remember going up and down ramps.
Yeah, well, they changed cars in a parking garage. Joanne, I have some pictures here that were taken at the time of the robbery. I want you to look at them, see if you can identify anybody there.
That must have been taken just before she shot Mrs. Carter. Well, that's certainly the other one. She's really beautiful, isn't she?
Oh, yeah, she's a winner. Joanne, tell me now, did you ever see either one of these girls in the bank before?
No.
You sure?
Well, I can't say they never were in. I just don't remember seeing them.
What about him?
No.
Okay, I guess that's it for the time being.
Oh, Joanne, could I see you for a couple of minutes alone? You don't mind, do you, Bill?
Thanks very much, Joanne. Hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need? I'd be happy to go down to the drugstore on the corner and...
No, I'll be going home pretty soon. Thank you, anyway.
Okay, Joanne, you said that aside from holding the gun on you in the bank and pushing you around and transferring you from car to car, they never hurt you.
No, they didn't.
Is that true?
No.
Do you want to tell me about it?
Before they put me in the second car, one of the men raped me. I fought back as hard as I could.
I know you did. Joanne, you weren't blindfolded when he did it, were you?
No. How did you know that?
Because I'm a cop. And I could tell by your reactions that you knew what at least one of the men looked like.
This rape thing, I mean, it doesn't have to come out, does it? You know, some people, I mean, I never hear the end of it.
It might have to come out in court later, but for now, it's between you and me. Where were the other two men?
The second car, I guess. He took me down to the beach, so I didn't see either of them or the cars.
What did the man look like?
He was tall. He had dark hair. Wait a minute. He was ugly.
What were the girls doing while it happened?
They watched.
Morning, honey.
Hi.
Is your mommy home?
Sure.
Hey, what's wrong with the skate?
I left them outside all night, and they're wet.
Oh, no. Well, then we just have to fix them for you. Now, come along with us.
Are you Jehovah's Witnesses?
No, sweetheart, we're not Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mayor, I'll see you later.
Joey, who the hell are you?
Mr. Elliot, don't move. Keep your voice down and remain calm. Do you understand? Yes. Now we're going to go into the house, and I'm going to explain the exact details to you. Meanwhile, for the sake of your neighbors, we're going to act like we're old buddies, okay? Come on now.
You want to see me, Sam? Oh, look, I know Mary wants a bigger house, but is this the way?
Leyland, did you happen to notice a blonde girl over by the writing tables?
No, but
She and 4 other people came to the house this morning. If I'm right, she's the one who used the shotgun on that assistant cashier at Milford Savings.
Oh, no.
There's also a man in the parking lot. Originally, he was wearing a stocking mask. They blindfolded me on the way here. Now he's got tape across his nose, dark glasses, and some kind of yachting cap.
Like, why don't I go to a phone or get an alarm or something?
Don't do anything, please. If I don't walk out of here with $100,000, they said they'd kill Mary. And the kids.
Yeah, but... All right, what do you want me to do?
Well, I'm walking out of here. If anybody's really curious, you take them aside, you tell them what I told you. But stress the fact that my life and the life of my family depends on nobody notifying anybody until this horror is over.
Okay. Now, what'll I know?
I'll call you. Or Mary will. Or maybe the police will.
What do you call that?
Rolling the chip.
Could I do it?
Yeah, maybe. Hey, Sandy, you got to hold together, sweetheart. You ever get the wind knocked out of you when you're playing?
Yes.
Did you let anybody know about it?
No.
Why? Because you wanted to keep on playing the game, right?
I guess so.
Well, that's what life is. You get the wind knocked out of you time after time, but you just won't quit because you don't want to stop playing the game. Come on, kid. Your daddy's home into the kitchen. Go. Get inside. Go.
Daddy!
Okay, you all did a good job.
Does that mean that you're through with us now?
Yes, ma'am. We're going to leave you and the kids here and take Mr. Elliott with us.
Oh, no, not after all that you put
It's all
us
right,
through.
Mary. I kind of expected that.
We'll call you in about a half an hour, tell you where you can pick him up. That is, provided there are no sirens in the neighborhood, and we don't see any detective cars parked by freeway entrances. Okay? All right, let's go. Mr. Elliott, the longer we take here, the longer before you get home.
Thanks for letting me have that moment.
What do you think we are, animals? Ladies?
Most of the talking was well-dressed. He could have been in his early 40s.
Did he have an accent?
No, none. What's keeping them? Nothing could have gone wrong, could it?
How do you mean?
Well, San called. They were to pick him up. Why aren't they here?
Mrs. Elliott, we'll get him back to you. It's okay. Look, I want to ask you a question. While your children were in the other room, you were alone with these men for a couple of hours, right?
Right.
Did anybody make any advances to you?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nothing. They hardly talked to me. They watched television mostly.
Did they seem familiar with the programs?
No, they were trying to get a ball game from back east. They were flipping the remote. Wherever they're from, the channel numbers must be different.
What are you doing, Jimmy?
This was hers.
Sure.
I'm sure. She was fooling with it between her fingers.
Like this?
Hey, where'd you learn to do that?
Cop school. Your daddy's home.
What's to say they didn't just stop by Vegas on the way?
Nothing, except they do have girl dealers in Vegas. And if they were just passing through, she would have cashed in her chips.
You made your point. Besides, none of the money has showed up locally. Point granted.
Crowley. Yeah, I've been expecting the call. Where? Okay, we'll get a team out. Yeah, and thank them for their cooperation. Orange County Sheriff's deputies just found the getaway car in Seal Beach.
William, I think we've got it.
The ball game?
Right. Take a look.
Mrs. Elliott said the two guys at the house were having trouble finding a ball game back east.
Las Vegas and here, right? Now, at 10:20, you could start picking up the game between the Mets and the Reds on Channel 4 locally. But in Vegas, the network outlet is Channel 9, which is local programming here. So to be hitting the remote at the Elliott house, they'd have probably had to hit 9, 11, 12, 13, before they found what they were looking for.
Sure. Okay. Pep, I want you to get Las Vegas intelligence on the tube. Wire photo them, everything we got in the way of physical evidence. Photos, sketches, MO reports, whatever we got. Also, notify the Bureau to start working on it from their end.
Hey.
And Pep, remember, with Vegas, it's always a gamble.
Seal Beach is in Orange County, right? But it's not that far away. They could have doubled back on the freeway and taken a plane out the way they did the first time. If that's what they did the first time.
Well, this morning we started off with 2 chances. Slim and none at all.
I guess it's too early to hear anything yet.
I'm gonna make a call. Well, I was just gonna check in.
Okay, you checked in. Hey, Susie, have a little service.
Yeah, what'll it be?
3 hot teas.
3 hot teas? 3 hot teas.
We're starting to get some very interesting feedback out of Vegas.
Great.
They've seen our teletypes on the robberies and the suspect descriptions, but so far it means nothing to their bank robbery detail. All right. Now, they ran the whole package through the Nevada CII, and they came up with a possible match on a bank robbery in Carson City 9 months ago.
I must be getting old. That was the one where they took the young bank cashier at his home?
Dropped him off later in the desert after they'd hit the bank. Only there weren't 5, there were 4. There was no white girl involved. But one of the men did rape the wife while they were waiting for the man to come home with $61,000.
You get an idea on any of them?
Yeah, now that's the good part. They picked up a young guy catching a flight out of Vegas and hummed him in overnight. He fits the wife's description, only she couldn't or wouldn't pick him out of a lineup, so they had to kick him loose.
Can we get his picture?
We're gonna go check with the McCormick girl again, and if she says this is the guy who raped her, then you and I are taking a flight to Vegas. John Finner mean to you?
He's an old flyboy gone sour. I think he made it as far as lieutenant colonel before they cashiered him.
Oh, on what charge?
Theft. Took everything with a plane. He ended up as a pit boss on the strip for a while.
How about George Collins?
The manager says they keep rooms 318 and 19. They're very friendly with Chambers. The only one he's seen tonight is Collins. Now, Collins went out and he came back a little bit ago with some papers and some groceries.
They must be all tired out after a hard day's work.
You want to get into it?
You want to do the honor, Steve?
You people made the case.
It's your hometown.
Karen Wilson, Lorette Blake, John Fenner, George Collins. This is the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. We have warrants for your arrest. Come out one at a time with your hands over your heads. This is a second and final order to surrender. Lawrence Chambers, Karen Wilson, Lorette Blake, John Fenner.
Freeze, turkey!
Well, it looks like every cent of it.
I don't get it. Why didn't the others come back here with him? And why did he come back?
He came back because of his dog.
Hello? Yes, Johnny. How do you know? How? How could they?
I don't know. I called him to find out what plane he was taking in the morning, and a strange voice come on the other end, so I hung up. I called his sister. She was hysterical. But her husband tells me it's all over the strip, even on late-night TV in Vegas.
Who was it?
Could be all of them, I guess. FBI, Vegas PD, maybe even some of the people from here. Oh, they used a bullhorn, and they called out every one of our names.
Oh, my God. What are we going to do?
Okay. Now, we're going to get by. You just listen to me. Stay in your rooms, keep calm, and wait for me to call you. Okay?
Yeah, okay. All right, Johnny.
What is it?
They got George at the Falcon. Little cops all over the place, and they blew him apart.
Grauman fed the sum total of the information we've gotten from the 2 local hits and the 1 in Carson City and the Patrick hit. Now, in this machine's informed opinion, there are 14 possible places they may hit. 6 of them are in the downtown area, 6 of them are in the western or beach section, 2 of them are in the valley.
They're all to be staked out?
Correct.
Which one do we get to cover, and why?
This one, because it's Patrick's first choice. Well, good morning. Now, did somebody explain everything to you?
Yes, they did.
Is that a southern accent I detect?
No, that's a slight West Texas accent. Southwest Texas.
You don't look like a banker to me.
You don't look like a policeman to me.
I'll go get my billy club.
Good morning. Thank you kindly.
How's Trainee Styles doing?
Well, to tell you the truth, he doesn't seem to have much interest in the work. And not much in the way of aptitude.
I was concentrating on something else.
That's kind of a shame, because we were hoping he'd get to like it and quit the force.
Look, William, that's the last straw. From here on in, you're on your own. I've been holding him up for years, and this is the thanks I get.
He's a real hold-up artist. We may be down to 2 pretty soon, because Styles ain't cutting it as a talent.
Oh, I thought it might be you, running off with Miss Texas over there.
She is awful cute, isn't she?
She's a doll.
I just might let her roll me back down Marilla with her. What have we got here? Dear Clint Eastwood, although you refuse to answer my telephone calls and letters, I still feel... What happened to your romance with Paul Newman?
Down the drain, just like the one with Gregory Peck.
You have interesting friends. What's the matter?
I'm not a complainer, right?
Well, you have your moments.
This is one of them. Playing sitting duck for those shotgun freaks is kind of creepy. I don't mind telling you, this is not my favorite assignment.
Can you spare it? I've heard about the meat shortage, but this is ridiculous.
Lady, those patties are made up with other hands. If they were mine, there'd be no meat.
Damn, my feet are killing me. You might know the good white folks get to sit-down jobs.
Well, don't worry about it. Royster's so tired he's home soaking his feet, worrying about sunstrokes.
You know what I've been thinking? Yeah, that little blonde's 27 years old. I wonder how she'd like to spend a weekend in San Francisco with an affectionate and free-spending man of the world.
Well, if that's what she's got in mind, that lets you out.
2 days, 14 branches, 86 men. Nothing.
Sure, they know they're hot. But they may still want to make another strike.
Mm-hmm. Thinking we may back off.
Exactly.
What's the rest of it?
Metro has a vice presidential visit coming up. They'll give us 2 days and they won't give us any more.
But Sid, they lost 100,000 when we got George Collins. Now, they must have had an alternate hit in mind. I say they'll make it, and then they'll go someplace to cool off.
I just got through saying the same thing in the commander's office.
And he said 2 more days.
2 more days.
It's coffee for you, Pep. Peach truck.
Mr. Slater,
Yes.
is that a new girl?
No, that's Anne St. Clair. She was off for a couple of days because of family problems. You want me to introduce you?
No, I can do that. Excuse me. Oh, I'm Pepper Anderson. I don't know if you've been briefed.
Oh, yes, I do know. My friend Margie explained everything.
Good. Now, chances are nothing will happen. But if it does, follow the instructions exactly.
Oh, well, that seems simple enough. Now, if you want me to look scared, I'm sure I can manage that.
You and me both. These are the 4 people we're looking for.
I've seen her. The black girl.
Here in the bank?
Let me think.
Customer?
No.
Maybe she came in to cash a check.
No. Yes, that's it. New accounts.
Do you think you can handle it today?
What, this? Look, I'm gonna resign the force, come back here and be a big-time bank teller. You seem to deal with a nicer class of people here. Oh, excuse me a moment, please.
Oh, here it is. She did come in a few days ago. I took her application, but I almost threw it out because none of it checked true.
The 16th. That's the day before they hit Patriot Savings.
Does that mean...
It could. Excuse me, Miss Hewitt, have you seen Crowley? Bill?
Yeah, Pep, what can I do for you?
Lorette Blake was in this bank on the 16th. She filled out a phony application.
Royster here. Fenner and Chambers just entered the bank. It's going down.
That's a Roger, Pete. The girls have dropped off in front.
S7 to Control. It's happening at Western Mutual.
Control, that's a Roger. We'll send in additional units and copy to robbery homicide.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Come on, back against the wall. Everybody back against the wall.
Get back.
Oh, you too. Come on, move. All right, that goes for you people too. You step back against the wall. You don't pick up anything. You don't touch anything. Move.
Open it. Open it. Get back. Get back.
know me, don't you, Bright Eyes?
No. I mean, I'm not sure.
Be sure.
I did a whole number for you a couple of days ago.
But relax, I'm only going to make one withdrawal. Yeah, I just sat down right here and How come you got my application?
That'd be very foolish.
Benner? It's all over. It's all over, Fenner. Slide that gun out. Slide that gun out. Now come to the center of the door with your hands locked on top of your head. I said on top of your head. Down on your knees. Cuff him. How is it, Joe?
It hurts like hell, but I'll live.
We'll get you out of here in a minute. Hang in there, buddy.
Joe, okay?
Well, he's too honored to get hurt bad. Take it easy, kid. Something like this doesn't happen every day.
Maybe. Someday. Sometime. I'll be able to accept that.
I don't think she'll mind spending a little time in jail doing me a favor.
She can spy on a homicide, and I'm going to see that she takes the fall for it.
You don't know, Maury, and I do. He wouldn't kill you, would he?
Snitch! I'm going to get Ziegler if it's the last thing I ever do. Bill!
don't know. In a minute. She'll cut.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
I feel better already.
Now, we can proceed with the game. I promise you I won't cheat.
I hope not.
We better ante up, otherwise there's nothing to win.
There it is. Stark was spotted by airport intelligence deplaning from a Detroit flight Monday morning.
And we hear about it 4 days later. What the heck are they using for communications? Pigeons?
It got misrouted, Bill.
I tell you something, if Maurice Ziegler's planning a hit on his ex-bookkeeper, this is just the turkey he'd get to do it.
Finley ought to be safe for the moment. There can't be more than 6 people who know where we've got him holed up.
Are you kidding? He's got a bigger budget for snitches than we got.
Oh. Then the hit could come when we shuttle Finley to the courthouse.
You better put an intelligence report out on this guy. I mean, right now.
It's on you.
I'll take 3. Hey, we better ante.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Off the top.
Two for me, please. 2. Now, excuse me, the doctor's got to see what he has below. I'll take one, gentlemen.
Have that one blue.
Yes, what about you, sir?
I'll bump you 2 blues.
Oh, you bumped 2 blues. Oh.
See ya.
No, I don't. I'm out.
You're 2, I'll call. Well, what you got?
Read 'em and weep. Aces and 8s.
That's a dead man's hand, Finley.
How's that?
Wasn't that old Wild Bill Hickok thought he had it made?
And he got it in the back.
I don't believe either of you, but I'll drink to that.
The man doesn't believe his beat.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you guys call, we put immediate roadblocks on all the bridges. The choppers and the harbor police are patrolling the shoreline. We definitely got Stark holed up on that island. Come on, let's get at it.
Okay, well, when did he check in? Was he alone? Uh-huh. That's all, huh? Okay. All right, I'll get back to you. Thanks. Bill? I might have something here.
Huh?
Bill, I got something, I think.
Something besides those beautiful blonde beery eyes?
Considering how tired I am, I'm sure they're bright red. I checked out hotels and motels. Would you turn that thing off? I've checked out hotels, motels, and reasonable facsimiles within a 5-hour radius of the island. There's one called the Churchill Arms, kind of snazzy, with one very interesting guest.
How interesting?
We only checked in a few days ago. He's hardly gone out except for a couple of hours last night. And he's made a couple of calls to Detroit, Michigan. Could be something.
What's the name of that hotel?
The Churchill Arms on Ocean Avenue.
The man's registered as Dolan, 404.
Is he in?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Ziegler's chick.
Yeah. Our friend's in 404. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Taylor. Pete, we want Stark alive and talking.
All right. I'll get the fire escape done.
Good.
Police officer, open the door.
Don't you die on me. Call an ambulance. Hey, Pete, get up here.
Police emergency. This is Sergeant Anderson. Request ambulance. Churchill Arms, 657 Ocean Avenue, room 613. Right.
Smell it. What's that smell like to you?
Cologne. I think it's 812, but I'm not sure.
Is he still with us? Yeah, so far. Yeah. Yeah, Joe. I told you to Taylor, not Buster. Just try not to fall in till I get there, okay? If he comes to, try to get a statement. Pete, you're with me. What'd you charge her with?
Running a red light, speeding, reckless driving, in violation of State Ordinance 1012.
What the heck is that?
Polluting the harbor.
What payoff?
Ma'am?
Sure.
It's nice. That has a very familiar smell to it, Miss Bly.
It shouldn't. It's expensive. Tray, share, as they say. And it's Benny. I don't like formalities, especially with attractive men. Jamais, as they say.
Okay. Benny,
See, that's better.
you know that this has the same smell as the payoff money?
Proving what?
Proving that you carried the payoff money in your purse. Didn't you?
My, aren't you the detective? But you're wrong, Shylock.
Sherlock.
Sherlock.
That's better. But you did carry the payoff money in your purse, didn't you, Benny?
Mr. Stark happened to adore my cologne, and so I bought him a bottle of it for Christmas.
Well, then how do you explain this? I mean, is this a birthday present to you?
We just spent a few hours together, and apparently while I wasn't looking, he just put that in my bag. I don't know why. I can't imagine why, but when I saw it, well, I didn't want to get busted on a Sullivan, so I got rid of it.
I tell you, Benny, you got the wrong state. See, the Sullivan law is strictly New York.
Oh, they don't have one of those out here in the boonies, huh?
You're not going to tell me anything, are you?
I already have.
Know what happened to Pinocchio when he didn't tell the truth?
So, all we still got on old Murray Ziegler is a big fat nothing.
You throw his old lady into the slam on a murder charge, maybe that'd give him something to think about.
And the bail money that the 8 lawyers would have come up with would take about 8 seconds.
That's possible. In the meantime, Stark's still in the ball game. Ballistics phone said that bullet they took out of Finley came out of Stark's gun.
The complexes are slowing. You'd better make it fast.
Mr. Stark, I'm a police officer. You are going to die. With that knowledge, please understand that any statement you make will have overriding validity in a court of law. Now, will you tell us who hired you to murder Arthur Finley?
$250,000.
Maury, I was fortunate to get any bail set at all. Anyway, I doubt if we can make bail on her.
What do you mean by that?
Her probation officer contacted me after we left court. Said they're going to violate her probation.
Where'll they put her?
Well, she's just like a sentenced prisoner. She'll go to Browder for women. It isn't half bad, considering. Look, Maury, one charge is akin to first-degree murder.
So, what do you advise me to do?
Well, we can try to bail her out, get her probation hold dropped.
And fly her down to Rio for a while, huh?
If she's out on bail, she sticks around.
Look, Wilson, Jenny's crazy about me. Don't forget, I took her out of that hillbilly joint and put her on television. Got her a record contract in Nashville.
You've been very good to her.
The way Benny feels about me, I don't think she'll mind spending a little time in jail doing me a favor.
I don't know, Maury.
Well, I do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to finish my massage.
Well, Maury Ziegler's opened the door for us. And Leanne Pepper Anderson can go through it if she wants to. You can go right through that door, sweetheart.
What door is that?
Oh, one fitted with those little steel bars.
You know, Miss Blythe's gonna be hurting in that hole.
That's right.
She's gonna need a friend.
Like Leanne Pepper, what's her name?
Taking her on and holding her hand, trying to get to blow the whistle on that mean old Murray Ziegler, the man who put her there.
I think I hate you guys. I know I hate you guys. I am positive I hate you guys.
Hi, Bill.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Pepper Anderson, this is Dr. Esther Howell.
Nice to meet you. So nice to meet you. You want to come in and have a drink? What would you like?
I'd like software, thanks.
Bill?
I think I'll have a shot of that tequila Pete left here if you still got some. Why don't you sit over there, Doctor?
Okay.
No Spanish tonight.
Oh, you do? I'm so glad you were able to come over, Doctor. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
we had an interesting conversation coming over. She's got some things to tell you. I told the doctor we're taking you before Judge McNally tonight and charging you with prostitution.
I can hardly wait.
She'll be known as Eve Dennis. We've already tipped the judge off to give her 60 days in women's jail.
I see.
See, what we'll do is we'll put her in the lockup. She'll be seen by the sentenced prisoners. That way it'll help launch her cover.
Well, I think it'll also be helpful in that it'll get her into the role, too.
Oh, should I be stepping up my Stanislavski? Well, it couldn't hurt.
Listen, don't make jokes. Dr. Howell here is the leading authority on female penology.
I'm serious. Well, Pepper, we have made a study that could be helpful to you. We've studied jailers and convicts, and
Well, they're both in the same environment. As you know, there's one overwhelming difference, and that is that the jailers know every minute of the day that if they choose, they can just walk out. The cons know they can't. But the strange thing is that this affects the very look in their eye, their whole attitude, even the way they carry their body. And, well, this goes double for a fish.
Oh, yeah, I heard that, and I can't remember.
Fish is what they call a new con.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. And there's one thing these gals hate more than anything in the world, and that's a snitch, an informer. You better not forget that.
What else shouldn't she forget, Doctor?
I don't mean to scare you at all, Pepper, but you're walking into a powder keg of emotions. People who feel frustrated, futile. You've got your ideal base for violence to occur. It could be fatal.
Okay, Jacqueline, I'll take her over to the dormitory.
Ooh-wee. Look at that. See, look at that action. Hey, baby, you seen any good tricks lately?
When you get through with this one, you better check in on Sally. She's at it again.
All right.
Hey, Josie, look what's coming.
Hey, Jocko. Who's the new fish?
Eve. Joe's a trustee. She'll help you learn the ropes.
Sure I will.
Thanks.
This is your room, Eve. If you want nice things, you can make them in sewing class. I'll take these. Obey the rules. You'll get along here just fine.
Dear Crowley, I think you're a sinner. Listen, I got a sable. I wore it like a wrap, right? Fantastic. I don't know what it cost. Wait a minute, I take it back. I do know what it cost. I went out the next day and I priced it. And let me tell you, did it cost? Well, anyway.
Oh, hey, here, I made these.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's terrific. That's fine. Listen, has anybody got a cigarette?
Yeah, sure. Here, take mine. I've got plenty. Keep the pack.
Thank you.
Miss Bly?
Miss Bly. Call me Benny. Listen, like the man said, we're all equal under the law.
Yeah.
Some law.
Yeah, that Benny's really got it hacked with that old man of hers.
Ooh, you better believe it. Ooh. I'm gonna get me some of that action.
Honey, you would need some blue contact lenses and a hell of a lot of bleach.
Yeah. No, I really mean it. I'm gonna get me an old man. I'm gonna get out of this hole. I'm gonna get me some furs, some diamonds, do it all up.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Take it easy.
Yeah. All right. What's good about it?
How do you like the water, fish?
to give me a break.
Listen, tell Bill to stand by. Happens tomorrow.
But they're treating her like a real celebrity. I'd hate to be in here for 20 years.
Yeah, these goosenecks give you a lot of trouble sometimes.
Yeah, I see that.
Come on. I've been in the business a long time.
No carrots, please.
She means yes, please. Hey, do you mind? I got a fish at my table. Eats nothing but carrots.
Oh, carrots,
Maybe your
please.
mom told her they were good for her eyes. Hey, Eve, I'm taking you under my wing.
Oh, what do I do, cluck?
Oh, listen. Without Mother Hen, a cute little chick like you is fair game.
Okay, where do I roost?
Just follow Mother Hen.
Oh, yeah? My dad has this Tennessee accent.
What did he say?
So what is he talking about? Hey, gang, this is Eve. She's okay.
Hi, fellas. Hi.
Yeah, she's a fish. Come on, Corinne.
I said she's okay, okay?
Oh, la-di-da.
Big Mouth over there is Corinne. That's Dolores, Ann, Edith, and our very own superstar, Miss Benny Blige. Hey. She once did a guest shot on Hee Haw.
Oh, yeah?
Give her your carrots.
No, I've decided to eat them myself. My mommy said they make my eyes pretty.
Yeah, you need it, lady.
Benny is Maury Ziegler's girl.
Was. Shut up. Don't talk to me that way.
Listen, I know who I'm talking to, and I said, shut up, darling.
Don't hand me none of your honky trash. I ain't your darling, just like you ain't Ziegler's darling. Not no more, baby, not no more. Let me tell you something, baby. You've had it with him. You're nothing to him. He's got somebody else. I know that. We all of us know that.
Get out of my carrots.
Excuse me, girls.
Who started this? Corinne! Snitch! Snitch! All right, Corinne, let's go. Snitch! Come on, Corinne, snitch! Corinne, snitch! Snitch! Shut up! You think you're better than all the rest of us? Snitch! Come on.
Get yourself.
Miss Benny Blige. There's sure something rotten in here.
I kind of like that pillow. Take that to my room, will you, girls?
Stinks. Have it.
Yeah.
Where again?
Oh,
No, you gave them to me. Please, next time you keep your big mouth full of carrots, snitch. No. Please shut up. This is mine.
It's yours? You want it so bad? Here's your new sable, sweetie. There she goes. Isn't she beautiful?
Oh, she's a real winner. No.
Here, come on.
No, get out of here. You're like the rest of them animals.
Come on, let me.
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Leave me. Oh, leave. What do you want? You're too late! Come on, come on.
Insomnia? Eve, this is Lois. We're putting her across the aisle. Introduce her around tomorrow, okay? Sure.
This is your room, Lois.
It's late. We'll give you further instructions in the morning. Good night.
Sergeant.
The name's Eve Dennis.
But you tell it to all the girls. Well, I'm gonna tell him different. Cop. You lousy pig.
You listen to me, Lois. You're going to keep your mouth shut, understand?
Oink, oink!
You're going to keep it shut or you're never going to get out of this place.
You can't threaten me. This is my place.
Listen to me, baby. You blow things for me, and I'll see that you end up doing more years in here than you've got fingers and toes. And you better believe that. As of now, right now, you are a very sick girl. You've never felt so sick. You are nauseous. You are feverish. What you probably have is contagious. Correction, it is contagious.
What are you talking about?
Something that's going to carry you down to quarantine, to county general isolation for as long as I want you to stay there.
Swine.
Take it easy. Now, you play along with me, and I won't cross you, but you better do as I say. Understand?
What's going on in here?
Oh, this new girl is sick. You know, she passed out. Huh.
How do you feel? Lousy.
Help me get her up.
Come on, sweetie. Now what?
Well, we just thought we'd drop by.
Borrow a cup of sugar? Listen, I may be locked up in this hole, but I still have some rights. And one of them is I pick my visitors.
Well, Benny, you've had time to think.
Oh, yes. We go to the hairdressers and reread Hemingway and listen to some of my favorite Hank Williams records.
You sound like you like it here.
Love it.
Well, that's good, because you're going to be here for a hell of a lot longer than the 2-week package tour, let me tell you. I mean, I hope you realize that that little meeting you had with Stark suggests both conspiracy and premeditation. And premeditation means murder one. And tell her what that means, Joe.
Gas chamber. Come on, Sarge. Let's not scare the little lady to death.
This little lady conspired with the killer.
Why don't you take it easy?
Easy, listen. She conspired on a homicide, and I'm going to see that she takes the fall for it.
Why don't we give the lady a break, huh? Why don't you let her make a deal with the DA? It's Maury Ziegler we want.
Hey, you know something? Your hard cop, soft cop routine's got whiskers. I want to see my lawyer now.
Listen, honey, could you use some weed?
Got some?
Yeah, Benny's too. Or if you want some junk, do you use it?
No.
Okay, girls. Let's get those little wheels spinning.
Behave yourself this time, Corinne, or it's back to isolation.
Jonesy, I want to talk to you. I'll be back in a minute.
Don't rush it on our account, baby. Pig. That damn hole because of you. Damn snitch. Fix your mouth. You know, people with big mouths get hurt. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna fix your mouth right now.
with a homicide rap, that's for sure. Damn snitch.
Broad.
You know what I like?
Yeah.
Come on, I'll help you.
Hey, Corinne, welcome home.
Hi, Bill.
How'd it go down, Corinne?
Not quite the way we rehearsed it.
What do you mean?
I nearly strangled Pepper, and she almost busted my shoulder.
Well, that's what you call realism. I'm proud of you.
You know what you sound like? Like the manager who told his beat-up boxer, he hasn't laid a glove on us, kid.
Listen, if you promise not to strangle me, I'll show you a couple of holes that even Pepper doesn't know about.
Or else. Now, you tell Maury that.
Take it easy, Benny.
I won't. I mean it. I mean it! Are you all right?
Yeah.
Eve. Listen, I forgot to say thank you.
For what?
For saving my life. Yeah, I don't care why you did it. All I know is because you did, I'm here, and forget it. I never will. Hey, honey, things can't be all that bad. Oh, yes, they can.
What'd you do, blow a fuse?
She's threatened Ziegler.
Lady, I'm a married man.
Huh.
Some people, huh?
Or else, Maury. That's what she said. Maury, let me try to bail her out, or you'll regret it.
Mr. Ziegler. Yes? The marshal's office.
Are you Maury Ziegler?
That's right.
I'm from the marshal's office. I have a subpoena for you.
It's a subpoena commanding you to testify before the grand jury.
Against Benny? All right.
And it also forbids you to leave the court's jurisdiction.
You've done your duty, officer. Now get out.
Maury, if you want my advice...
I don't. Now, why don't you get lost, too? Mr. Ziegler, Al Miller mentioned some broad sending that place on a narc rap. I think he said she gets out on Friday. Maybe she'll be needing some bread.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta talk to someone, okay, please? Sure. Come on in, sit down. Sorry I don't have a coffee to offer you. Listen, about that cop I saw before. That Crowley? Yeah. Well, he said... What'd he say? He said I could get the gas chamber. He's bluffing. You think so? You only did what Maury asked you to do, didn't you? Yeah. Well, the worst they could give you is life. Life? Well, not really life. They'd parole you someday. Oh, sure, when I'm a hag, a real hag. He wants me to keep my mouth shut, but he won't bail me out of here. Well, then you don't owe him a thing, right? Oh, I don't know, Eve. Listen. In this world, a girl has to take care of number one. I learned that when I was sweet 16, only I was about 12. What else did this cop say? He said that I could talk to the DA and, tell him about the things I know. Well, I'd buy that. You don't know, Maury, and I do. He wouldn't kill you, would he? Listen, Benny, I've been around the block a few times, and I know a lot of things. If you go to the DA and tell him what you know, tell him what he wants to hear, him and the cops, they'll help you get away from here and away from Ziegler, and you can start all over again.
beautiful words suddenly fresh. Like spring, rain, and lullaby. You know something? My daddy, a long time ago, he told me that those 3 words were the most beautiful words in the whole English language. Well, yeah. Good night, Eve. Thanks. Listen, I feel a lot better, honest. So anytime you feel like talking, come on in and talk. And it'll be okay.
Well, that's one way to get out of this joint.
Poor thing OD'd.
OD hell, she wasn't even a user. Damn it, Ziegler got to her.
Yo, look, Bill, what are we gonna do about Pepper?
I'm jerking you out.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, Sergeant.
Come on, Pep, cut it, will you?
I just can't walk away from this one. If we hadn't pushed her into threatening Ziegler, she'd still be alive.
So life can be lousy sometimes. Forget it, will you?
No! I'm going to get Ziegler if it's the last thing I ever do.
Look, Pepper, we're not running a vendetta here. Now, one of these days, Ziegler will make a slip and we'll nail him. For now, we're stuck.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Don't you? What do you know about?
I suspect, and strongly, that Benny was done in by our local friendly pusher, a girl named Jo Enders.
Yeah, go on.
They release her on Friday. Spring me the same day, okay, Bill?
What makes you think you can tie her to Ziegler?
Just let me try, okay? Hey.
Hi, how are
Just
you?
came in to say goodbye. My lawyer got my sentence, modified.
You mean you blow this trap?
Yep.
When?
Tomorrow.
Hey, listen, I get out tomorrow, too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah, 2 of us. Hey, what are your plans?
Well, my old man will be waiting for me.
Yeah, with like maybe 10 tricks in tow.
Yep.
Listen, sweetie, how would you like to take a trip, just the 2 of us?
A trip? You and me?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. Acapulco?
Acapulco, it's hot there.
How about Paris?
Yeah. Where would we get the bread?
Listen, I got 20 thou coming.
Oh, you're putting me...
No, it's the truth.
Oh, come on.
Really? No, I'm on the level.
Well, I got a level with you. Now, Silky, he's gonna be waiting for me, right?
Right.
Now, life with him, it's, it's not perfect, but it's a steady thing. I ditch him, and it turns out you're snowing me about the money, then I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Listen, the guy with the bread is meeting me at the gate. Now, you come along and watch while he hands it over.
20,000?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Okay, great to be out. This is my pal, Jo.
How you doing?
She's gonna take me away from it all for a while.
No, she isn't. Look, I paid a lot of bread to that shyster to spring you.
Hold on. Hey, wait a minute.
What's the trouble?
This pimp's making noise. Come on. This is Eve Dennis. She helped me out with that little chore, you know.
Come on, girl. Come here, girl.
Hey, come on, Silky, take it easy.
Get lost, Pop. Hey, what you...
Come on, hey, Silky. Silky, come on, I wouldn't cross you, man. I'll call you.
You owe me. I won't forget it, baby. I'll see you again, Smack.
Okay, man. See you, Silky.
you believe me now?
It's not enough. We want another 20.
Or else what?
Or we blow whistles, don't we, Joe?
Eve, are you freaked out or something?
No, and I'm not afraid of this creep either. He's just a stooge for Maury Ziegler.
What do you know about Mr. Ziegler?
Well, I know he's paying Joe here for dusting his girlfriend.
Oh, she didn't get that from me, honest.
Baby, you want to know something we can all do without you?
It's a heat away, dummy. I got this friend. She doesn't hear from me by 6. The cops move in on Ziegler.
Oh, I didn't know anything about this.
I gotta make a phone call.
No phone calls, lover. Just take us to the man with the bread.
He's not gonna like this.
You'll like it a lot less if you don't.
Third and Commerce at 11 o'clock. Mr. Ziegler. Wait here. You got class. Maybe tourists, but class. And I like that. Robert, get the ladies a drink. 20,000 more, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You've got it. I like your style.
Scotch and water, please.
It's going down smooth.
And 20 makes 40.
Thank you.
Aren't you gonna count it?
I trust you. Thanks. Come on, Joe.
What about this girlfriend that's waiting for you? Don't you think you ought to call her and let her know everything's all right?
Don't worry about her. She's probably not even home yet.
Call her anyway.
Well, let's see, what time is it anyway? She usually doesn't get home till 5.
Go ahead and try it. She's probably got a nice boss, and he gave her the afternoon off.
Sure, why not? Oh, hello, is Francesca there? Oh, too bad. No, it's all right. I'll call her late.
The time will be 3:47 and 20 seconds.
Lose them. Permanent.
That's it. 12:50 today, 3 move in.
Please, Happy.
Stop, Crowley! Freeze, Turkey! Freeze!
Over here.
Requesting additional assistance, 611 Elm Drive.
Bill, you okay? Bill! Bill!
When you finish that report, I'm taking you to the movies.
Finished. What's up?
Nothing's up. I'm taking you to the movies.
What, it's a scary movie? You're afraid to go alone?
No, it's an oldie with Patsy Kelly and Thelma Todd. It's all about this women's prison, and you're gonna love it.
Oh,
it's right
you
down your
are
alley.
rotten. Rotten. Even beat up, you're rotten.
I don't know. I got these passes.
Oh, that's different.
Anyway, it's a preview.
Anything I have to say, I say tomorrow night at the university, loud and clear.
Horace Sanders.
Comrade!
I am happy to be with my...
Please, hold it! That's what they want, for me to quit.
The threats haven't stopped.
I thrive on threats.
I don't like you either, Cora.
You don't have to. I'm not your cleaning lady, Sergeant.
Get her out of here!
You bang on the door, round us up at 5 in the morning like farm animals. Then we want to know why.
We don't like it any better than you do.
Okay, Michaels, what we want to know is, did you or any of your buddies send us this little love letter last night?
If it's of any interest to you, and I'll bet it isn't, I graduated cum laude in philosophy. I flunked typing.
Keep Cora Sanders out of this city, this country, or else she gets wasted and maybe some of you pigs go with her.
I didn't send that, and I didn't type that. You see, I wouldn't waste the time on Cora Sanders.
You still don't dig her since she split from you, huh, Michaels?
Well, we should have never let her in the organization in the first place.
You felt she might detract from your masculinity?
We felt, Sergeant Anderson, that she detracted from our blackness. You see, she's a communist, a Marxist, preaches how all brothers of all colors should groove it together. And we're black, all right? This washroom and this world for blacks only.
Yeah, well, Black Cora Sanders arrives here this morning. Now, she's going to be here about 2.5 days. So, gentlemen, I suggest that you behave yourselves at all times for the next 60 hours. You, in fact, your whole little organization is going to have a little company on your tails, making sure that those tails keep the hell out of our way and out of Cora Sanders' way. Does everybody get my message?
What else is new?
Smile, Pep.
Why?
I get your picture in the paper.
Look, I was up all night going over her jacket and checking out those threads, and I had an honest-to-goodness weekend coming to me. And I'm not exactly crazy about her politics.
What difference does it make if we like her politics or not? We got a job to do. She's a citizen. We got to protect her. How's it going?
Perfectly. That's the welcoming committee, Neil Armitage. He teaches at Landon.
Sociology. Great white father figure. She was his prize pupil. And from what I understand, she was supposed to stay with him and his wife over the weekend.
Hey, here she comes now.
Oh, you look marvelous.
It's just a front. I'm pooped.
Here.
Nice camera, please, Miss Sanders.
Gorgeously.
Francis
Mrs. Sanders?
Send your love.
Miss Sanders, I'm from the Herald.
I may just get sick.
Big smile over here, Miss Sanders.
Look, 15 hours ago, I was in Moscow. I've had a very long trip. I'm tired. And anything I have to say, I say tomorrow night at the university, loud and clear. I'm wide awake, I hope.
And then you go to Japan?
My more liberated Japanese brothers have offered me a teaching job, which I will accept. Thank you.
Just one more question, Miss Sanders.
Ooh, is she a charmer?
So you'll finally learn to drive and come to pick me up in your chariot, huh?
Oh, no. I still won't touch one of those infernal machines. Look, these people over here have something to say to you. They're police.
No police. I don't need police.
Now, wait a minute. The university won't let you talk tomorrow night unless you have police protection. And I don't want to see anything happen to you either. Come on.
Miss Sanders, I'm Sergeant Crowley with the police department. This is Sergeant Anderson, Investigator Stiles, Investigator Royster.
I'll meet you outside.
There's been a threat.
Threats.
Threats don't bother me. They never have.
Yeah, well, they bother us. They bother us a lot.
I guess you could say I'm back home. So,
We've been assigned to stay with you.
to protect me.
That's right.
Or set me up.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's been known to happen to some of my brothers. Cops setting us up for the execution. Right, brother?
Wrong.
Ha! Brother. All right. I just want you all to know something. I'm me. Used to taking care of myself. Doing what I want to do. Which of you bureaucrats gets to stay with the Red Menace?
This one, naturally.
And of course you're thrilled.
If my bosses hand me a job, I'm stuck with it.
Miss Sanders, you and Sergeant Anderson are going to stay at the Gregory House. That's a new hotel here in town. You can come and go as you like. Just so long as you're with Sergeant Anderson or the proper police protection.
And we'd appreciate it if you wouldn't, pass around the name of the hotel too freely.
That's the Gregory House. I want you and Francis to phone me here. And Neil, call Boomer and tell him to get in touch. Please.
Looks like you got your work cut out for you.
I love you. Even though we remain as ever out of sync politically.
Well, that's what life's all about, isn't it? Said Liebknecht? Or was it Cabet?
One of those misguided socialists. Thanks for arranging for tomorrow night.
Now listen, Cora, I can't guarantee a huge crowd.
Oh, how soon they forget. Only a year and a half and already I'm a yesterday's terror.
Now, there wasn't much time to arrange things, you know. And
Neil, if I can talk to only one kid, black, yellow, brown, or white, I mean, if I can just get through to one brother or sister, it'll be worth it to me.
Hey, folks, my last pair. I want to get going.
now listen, 2 o'clock tomorrow, don't forget, my office. I want you to meet some of my new geniuses.
See you, Neil.
Miss Sanders, you'll ride with Sergeant Anderson here. We'll accompany you to the hotel.
Like a convoy.
Yeah, something like that.
You like sunflower seeds?
Yes.
Help yourself.
I buy my own.
I don't like you either, Cora.
You don't have to. I'm not your cleaning lady, Sergeant.
Understood, Miss Sanders.
now. Hey, Bill. There's a friendly out in the hall. Has something about Cora Sanders.
Hey. All right already.
Anson Croy, does that name mean anything to you guys?
Oh, yes, the Nazi jerk. No, that's tautologic.
That's what?
Redundant.
What about Anson Croy?
I'd keep an eye on him if I were you. He's been making a lot of noises about that Cora Sanders.
Yeah, we know that. We also know he's out of town.
No, he was. He's back.
Oh? Back when?
Last night, I saw him. He was drinking beer, drinking lots of beer, and making lots of noises about her.
Where's this?
At that, what is that, Ratskeller, whatever it is, on 6th Avenue. You know the place, on the corner.
Yeah. Get on him.
Right.
Okay, Eddie. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, hey, anytime. Anything to keep them weirdos off the street, man.
Yeah, stay in touch. Yeah, give me the Gregory house, will you?
You got it, Bill. Bye. Sure you don't want any of these? There's a problem.
What sort of problem?
The threats haven't stopped. That was my boss. The department hopes you'll call off your lecture tomorrow night.
No way. I thrive on threats. Means people know I'm here, Sergeant.
People can get hurt. Innocent people.
Innocent people, oppressed people in this country, in this world, are used to being hurt. Stomped on, exploited, oppressed, hurt. Hadn't you heard, Sergeant?
Oh, I've read about it. Yeah. Hold on.
It's for you.
Thought I asked you not to make a public announcement of where we were.
So you did, Sergeant. Hello?
Hello, Cora. It's Boomer. How you doing?
Fine, Boomer. Where are you? Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know if it's possible. Oh. Okay. Fine, Boomer. Yes. You know something? I'm hungry.
Okay, I could eat too. I'll order. There must be some menus around here someplace.
Yeah, I'm not a prisoner. They've got a nice dining room here. We could just traipse out past that cop in the hall and take one elevator down to that fancy dining room.
Okay.
Show them your badge, Sergeant. They might not even try to stick us at a table near the kitchen.
They won't. Let's go.
I'd like to freshen up first. Hi.
Hi.
You know, I didn't think you'd call.
You knew I'd call. You also knew I'd be here.
But a married man. My goodness, Boone.
No jokes about that, Cora. We're having problems.
Oh, poor mixed up Monty. Oh, she was the wrong woman for you, you know. I could have told you that.
It's not good between us, but I'm going to keep trying.
No? That's not why I traveled 1,000,000 miles for frowns. That's not why I just ditched the bus. That's not why I wanted to see you.
Why did you want to see me?
Let's talk about old and good times. Beautiful times they were, Boone.
How was Russia?
Very big.
I want a little Noel Coward.
I'm very efficient and very friendly and очень русская.
You learn the language.
Khadiju Isakh.
She asked me to take her up to the top floor.
Let's go. How's the team doing? Or should I ask, considering that their coaches run big together? Boomery.
And you never saw anybody on that other roof?
No.
You mean there was no warning at all?
No.
Why did you leave the hotel room without notifying me or the patrolman in the corridor?
I wanted to see him alone.
You could have asked me.
I didn't. I was wrong. I just wanted to be alone with him.
Miss Sanders, would you tell me, please, what the exact relationship with Ralph Reed was?
We were very close friends. I was in love with him once, and we went to the same college together, and he was one of the few black people in any of my classes, so in that sense, it was kind of a natural attraction, and it grew. And we planned to marry at one point.
But you didn't.
His beliefs, they didn't coincide with mine.
No, instead he married a Marnette Gibson.
What has any of this got to do with his death?
He was murdered this afternoon. Anything you can tell us might have something to do with it.
Well, whoever it was after me. I think that's pretty obvious.
Nothing is obvious to us until we know exactly what happened and why.
I think I'd like to get back to the hotel.
The hotel is out, I'm afraid. You'll have to stay with Sergeant Anderson at her apartment. You'll both be under guard.
Well, I would rather not stay at her apartment.
It's very nice. You'll like it.
Isn't there someplace else?
Like where?
Well, Neil, Professor Armitage and his wife. I could go there.
I'm sure you could. And I'm sure they'd be pretty nervous about it. You could be endangering their lives, Miss Sanders, or don't little things like that bother you. Look, somebody's been killed.
I know that, Sergeant. I know that. All right. Well, what is it? What do you want me to do?
Miss Sanders, won't you reconsider your decision?
My decision to speak? meeting's still on.
Even now, when someone's been murdered.
Don't you see? That's what they want. Whoever did this to Boomer, whoever tried to do this to me, that's what they want. For me to quit. There's nothing some people want more. I want to ask you both. Would you back off? Well, I'm not. I'm not running.
There. That's not so bad, is it? Thanks, John. See you in the morning. I'll flip you for the bedroom. It's upstairs.
Does this open up?
Yeah.
I'll sleep here.
Suit yourself. You must be hungry.
No, I'm not.
Would you like some coffee?
Okay.
Instant's all I've got.
That's what they used to serve in some of the better jails I've known. Instant's fine.
That's my sister.
She's very pretty. What's her name?
Cheryl.
She's a kind of strange, kind of infinite smile.
Unfortunately, she's autistic.
Why do you say unfortunately?
What do you mean?
Well, there are times like now, today, and I think that's the only way to be. Not to react to anything in this rotten world.
She's a very ill, very sick child. It has nothing to do with politics.
I'm sorry.
Are you really?
I said it, I'm sorry. Look, I'm very tired. I've lost a friend today, and inside me is just empty.
All right, listen, I can understand how you feel when you lose someone you love. And yet, you gave him up.
He understood why. A few other men I've known loved in my way. They've understood. But you don't, do you? Well, I really don't care what you think, what your type thinks. People who do what you do in the name of, what is it, justice?
Same you there. How do you say these creepies give me the creepies?
Quietly.
That him? Hanson Croy?
Shove off. How you getting here?
Police officers, let's go.
Go where?
Downtown, we want to talk with you.
You'll have to drag me.
I'll drag you.
All right. Now everybody's gonna go. Come on, let's move.
I don't want a lawyer. I don't need a lawyer. And I'll tell you something. Murder, killing, it's not my style. I believe in purified race, in purified blood. I don't have to shed any to prove my point. Time will prove my point.
At approximately 1 o'clock this afternoon, what were you doing?
I was in my room, reading.
Reading what?
The Constitution. What to do when I read?
Well, your pals down the hall, they were at the university, right?
I don't know where they were.
Hassling all the kids.
I'm not their keeper. I don't know where they were.
You own a rifle?
No. I have a revolver, and it's registered. But I don't have a rifle.
And at approximately 1 o'clock this afternoon, you were doing nothing more than a little harmless reading, right?
That's right.
You got any witnesses?
If only books could talk.
Let me tell you something. Don't get cute with me, okay?
Look, if it's murder you're trying to accuse me of, okay, I did it. In my conscience, in my soul. Now look, I got rights the same as you, see? Same as you. And one of them's to take a polygraph, correct? And that test is going to show you, crud, that I'm telling the truth. I want that test now!
Did he cop out?
No, he showed truthful.
May I help you?
Reed. Ralph Reed.
Yes, Chapel 1. Right this way, please.
Thank you. Hello, Marnie. I'm very sorry.
Aren't you going to kneel and pray for him? Don't you pray, you godless trap.
I pray in my own way.
Pray for forgiveness, Cora. Pray to be absolved of my husband's murder because he wouldn't be dead lying in there in that suit and tie he hated wearing if it weren't for you. You know that.
Yes.
Who are you?
I'm Sergeant Anderson.
You're protecting her.
Yes, I am.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She gets herself sweetly protected. She lured my husband up to that roof.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, she lures men to shame, to death. Did she tell you about the time she spent with my husband?
It seems that was before you were married.
How about Neil Armitage, her sacred, her beloved professor? Did she tell you about the affair she had with him when she was his darling student, even though he was married? Get out! Take her with you. I don't want her near him. Take her out of here!
I'm sorry about what she said.
Please, don't be. I didn't expect anything else.
Here we go.
So, I'll see you tonight at the auditorium. Oh, by the way, Frances won't be there.
Is she afraid to come?
Well, yeah, I guess a lot of people are.
I can understand that.
Okay, I'll see you tonight. Take care.
Okay, see you later.
Well, how was the seminar?
All right, it was all right.
It was very interesting.
Really?
Oh, you didn't make a convert out of me. My big revolution's gonna come if my landlord raises my rent again.
Joe, you want to get that?
Yeah. I get it. Easy now.
a toy, man. Shoots caps. Same here, man.
What's your name?
Name's Harold. But, well, most people call me Harry. I like to play cowboy.
Harry. You all right, Harry?
Yeah, Daddy. Oh, yeah. You ready to go home?
In just a little while, Harry. You're the police?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry about this. He's a good boy. A lonely boy. I'm a gardener here, and I bring him to work with me once in a while. And I'll always tell him, no trouble, you understand?
Well, let me tell you something. This boy could have been killed.
I'm awfully sorry. We'll do better. Come on, let's go home, Harry.
Can I get you something?
No, thank you.
Poor retarded soul on the roof with a toy rifle.
Got nothing on Michaels and his troops. Croy and his goose-steppers are as pure as the driven slush.
Yeah, well, you don't think any of them sent those warnings, do you, Bill?
I don't know. All I know is that somebody knew she'd be at the Gregory house.
Yeah, but not on the roof.
True.
Maybe they were casing the window.
Bill, what you just said. I mean, it may be silly, but that cab driver.
What cab driver?
When she was saying goodbye to Armitage at the airport, the cabbie was standing right there. I mean, I heard her say, I'll be at the Gregory house. Maybe he heard her.
You remember what he looked like?
Oh, he was kind of tall, heavy set, white, 50, 51.
Like about 3 million other guys?
Yeah.
Company cab?
No, city. I do remember that. It was a city cab.
You guys want to check into that?
Absolutely.
I'm going over to the campus. Check out the auditorium. Why don't you take her home? See if you can talk her out of this thing tonight.
I can't, Bill.
How you two getting along?
Haven't you noticed? She hates cops. Good, we're in time for the news. I don't know about you, but I'm starved. You want to split a sandwich?
No, thank you.
You could eat something. How about some cheese and crackers?
No, I'm just not hungry.
Mayor's office announced today that really fog show here will expand
But I would like a shower if that's okay.
include an additional children's playground on the north end and picnic facilities adjacent to the Botanic Garden.
Sergeant,
These are sketches which have been submitted by leading park planners around
never
the
mind.
country for the proposed playground. The first match you see is inspired by Lewis Carroll. Here's an Alice.
Hey, Rayner. Do mine up good this time. Capiche?
What do you mean, Lombardi?
What do you mean, Lombardi? I mean no streaks this time. No streaks. My windshield looks like I've been through the Okefenokee swamp.
Ah, come on, Lombardi.
Well, good morning. Hi. Fellas looking for a job?
Hey, I'm on welfare. I don't work.
You don't hire ex-cons, do you?
Where's the manager?
The manager, right back there. Yeah, go ahead. You talk. Hey, don't let him con you about tips, huh?
Heavy set. 50s. Sounds like half the guys I got working for me.
Yo, look, do your men keep ledgers?
Yeah. I mean, for the fares they record.
Well,
We're interested in a cabbie. Picked up a fare at the airport yesterday about 11. A professor. Probably dropped him off at Landon University.
Okay, let's see. Now, this might take some time.
That's what we don't have, time.
Well, 6 men working the exterior of the auditorium and 10 men on the inside. Also, Fred, there's a basement door to the orchestra pit, and I slap a padlock on it and have a man check it just before the speech.
Right.
You been up on the roof of that building?
No, not yet.
I could pick off our subject with a slingshot from up there.
Yeah, but how would you get down?
How would I get down? I would jump to the roof of the next building. Or I would shinny down a drain pipe.
The cops would be shooting at you from down there.
So I'd, I don't know. I think I'd still shinny down the drain pipe, crawl into one of the johns, and try to make it out from the inside.
You know the heat would be all over the building.
Yeah, but I'm the kind of killer who thinks that the heat are stupid.
So what do you want?
I want a man on the roof and a man on the john.
For 2 hours?
You're right. So give him a yo-yo to play with.
Here it is.
What do you got?
Driver named Maddox, Lou Maddox. Picked up a fare at the airport, dropped him off at Landon. $4.50. I don't cut in on their tips.
Well, that's very nice of you. Where's Maddox now?
Well, he works nights and mornings. He's off now. Home, probably.
Oh, you from the phone company?
No, we're in the police department. May we come in?
Oh, who's done what to who now?
Lou Maddox. He a tenant of yours?
Oh, best kind. I never see him. You done something?
No, we just want to talk with him.
Well, he's not here right now.
Do you know where we might be able to find him?
You know, I had some trouble here once. And I phoned for a cop. Just one cop. It took him 35 minutes to get here. You should have seen him walk in, taking his own sweet time. Now 2 of you show up asking questions about a fine gentleman. It wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, do you know where we might be able to find that fine gentleman?
He's eating. This is his time to eat. Then he plays cards.
And where might that be?
Over at Blanca's.
He goes all the way over to Blanca's to eat?
You know anybody else that makes such a good hero sandwich? A nice man. Sometimes he brings one back for me.
Well, if it were me, I would bring you a nice bowl of fruit. Thank you.
Good night.
It's almost time to go. Bill ought to be along in a second. I like your outfit.
Thank you. I like your apartment very much.
Oh, it's a little bourgeois, but it's home.
I'm used to that kind of joke, you know.
It wasn't a very good one.
Not bad.
Well, tomorrow about this time, you'll be on your way to Japan. Now, that's exciting. That's the place I'd like to go sometime.
It's exciting, yes, But I'd rather stay home.
Then why don't you?
I have no home.
Beliefs are one thing, but where you park your suitcase, that's another thing.
Figuratively, I have no home. I mean, my ideas are restless. They cry in the wind, kind of, and the wind drags them and me all over the place. I'm not complaining, mind you. It's just that I have something to say, you understand? Something I feel I was born to, raised to say, that I can at least say. Wherever the wind and the mood and circumstance take me. Sergeant, there's something I started to say to you a while ago. Mm-hmm.
I bet I can guess what it was. You wanted to thank me for defending you with Boomer's wife. About your thing with Boomer and Professor Armitage.
That's right.
Those matters are private, and the reasons for them are yours.
Thank you.
Now, you want to know about my fare yesterday? Professor, right?
What we want to know about is, do you remember the black woman he was talking to just before he got into your cab?
Cora Sanders.
Cora Sanders.
He didn't say nothing about her. But he didn't have to, because I recognized her from the newspaper. Why?
Well, did she mention anything about the Gregory house?
How'd you know?
Did you pass that information on to your next fare, maybe?
Huh? There was no next fare. I clocked in after I deposited him, and went straight back to the garage, then home, and then here.
Hey, look, you live in a rooming house, right?
Yeah.
Did you tell anybody there?
Yeah.
All right, what about here? Tell anybody?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that, huh?
The garage. I might have mentioned it to Rayner.
Who's that?
The kid that works for us. He sweeps, hoses down the cabs. He's a nice kid.
Yeah, I can dig that. What did you say to him?
Well, you know, whenever I pull in, he says to me, "What big movie stars did you see today? You know, what celebrities, what diplomats?" And he wants to know if I bought him an autograph. Anyway, I mean, he thinks that stuff, you know. Or he'll say, "Hey, you know, Raquel Welch just flew in from New York. Did you see him when you dropped that fare off at the airport?" You know, a couple of times I said, "Yeah." And he got a real big kick out of it when I gave him Faye Dunaway's autograph.
Who is it?
It's me, Pep.
Hi.
Convoy ready to roll, Miss Sanders.
Thank you. Anything from Pete and Joe yet?
No, not yet.
I'm ready, Sergeant.
Good. Let's go, huh?
Sergeant.
That's a heck of a monologue. Now, all we want to know about is yesterday, Cora Sanders. Ring a bell?
Oh, yeah. Well, Rayner wanted to know who I saw out at the airport. So I told him I saw her, because after all, she's a celebrity. I mean, she's in the papers and on the TV news.
Then you did mention the Gregory house, right?
Well, he wanted to know what they were talking about, so I told him.
Bad crowd.
Yeah.
They start yet?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to hear from an old friend of many, and a new friend, I trust, of many more. A poor girl, a black girl, a brilliant girl, one that I had the pleasure of teaching for a while, and with whom I've had many disagreements, but never, never with any loss of respect. As a matter of fact, my admiration for her only continues to grow. Students, faculty, friends, Cora Sanders.
without this microphone? Comrades that are, comrades that will be. I am very happy to be with my brothers and sisters here tonight.
Yes? Hello? This is Sergeant Bill Crawley Handy.
Sergeant Crowley?
Yeah, Crawley.
Yeah, Bill? His name is Rayner. Caucasian, 160 pounds, 24 years old. Blonde, long hair. And usually wears a red windbreaker.
Okay, Joe.
And sometimes my grandmother would read to us from writings that grandmothers don't normally read to children from. She used to say, you gotta know about it all. Now remember this from the Song of Solomon. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it. And these words have stayed with me because I love my people. I love and grieve for all of the oppressed brothers and sisters in this world of ours. And no love of criticism, of ridicule, of hatred, of ignorance, fear shall drown that love. Because it's all I have to give. It's all I have to give. Now, one of the earliest loves, you know, it seems strange because I was a poor girl on a farm. We were very poor and black, and therefore hopeless. But one of my earliest loves was a man named Marx. Not one of the funny brothers you see in the movies. But this brother was a genius of another kind. He was a very important man. His name was Karl Marx. It seems strange because, you know, until I came across his writings, I'd never heard of him. His name meant nothing to me. But I'd like to read you something from H.G. Wells. And I quote, he says, when I was a boy of 14, I was a complete Marxist, long before I had ever heard of him. I had been cut off from education, caught in a detestable shop, and I was being broken into a life of mean and dreary toil. I was worked too hard and for such long hours that all thoughts of self-improvement seemed hopeless. I would have set fire to them.
Okay. I tell you, that doctor would be in a lot of trouble if she wouldn't. That time with the creep that shot her's doing okay, too. They're holding him under psychiatric observation.
Just a psycho. My.
Yeah. He stole that uniform he had on. He said he had to get you because a lot of people wanted you out of the way. But he was the only one who'd do anything about it. It's a sick mind.
Yeah, you got a lot of them around.
Can I go and see her now?
Yeah, she's expecting you. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? How do you feel?
My pride hurts.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you and goodbye.
Good luck to you, Cora.
Thank you. Even though something tells me you don't mean that.
I do. In my own way, I do. As you said, you pray in your own way. I guess what it all boils down to is you have to do your thing, and I gotta do mine.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Goodbye. Goodbye. You again, are you carrying a gun?
And if I am?
I'll have to arrest you.
Figure out what truck you want to hit yet? Tell your maniacs out there not to waste the drivers, huh?
Haven't you ever cheated on a man? No. And I've never set him up to be killed by the police either.
She's a cop.
He's got a gun! Stop it! Kill me! Don't shoot, Sean!
Your gun, Sean. Give me the gun, Sean.
Within your eyes, look, smile, sky, long. Our love is safe.
Just hold it, okay. What's the matter?
Don't you hear it? They're at it again. The Barrys in 33. Boy, they're really going at each other this time.
I know what's going on. My mother didn't raise a fool, you know. What are you?
Mrs. Doherty, come on. What do you want me to do about it?
Listen, just a minute ago, I heard him say to her, I'm going to blow your head off. Now, I don't know whether he meant it or not.
Well, why didn't you call the police?
Call the police? Why should I when I got a live-in cop?
Mrs. Doherty, I'm wet. I would like
I'm
to get...
sorry. I didn't realize you were taking a shower.
I've got to get ready for work, so if you
You're
don't
working
mind...
tonight, but you work today.
It's a part-time job.
Oh, extra job, huh? Well, nobody makes enough money to live on these days.
True.
Not even cops. Well, I guess it's better than being on the take, right? No offense.
I saw you try to flush it down the toilet. What? That note, dear Hillary. What is it? You don't think that...
Mrs. Doherty, a patrol car could be here in 2 minutes.
2 minutes, somebody could be dead.
All right, excuse me a minute.
My own eyes, I saw.
Big deal.
She's getting me hurt. She likes to have her customers reach her now and again.
Man's handwriting. Oh, you must really think I'm some kind of a dummy, don't you?
No comment.
Oh, I don't want you to see him again. You understand me? Cut your own hair.
As a matter of fact, give me a knife and I'll cut it.
Is that a threat? Answer me. Is that a threat?
Don't see him again. You understand? Stay out of there.
Hi, I'm...
If you ever see him...
Excuse me.
What?
I'm Sergeant Anderson.
Oh, yeah, condominium cop. I don't think I sent for you, Sergeant. So why don't you just
well,
trot
no, Mr. Barry, you didn't, but your voice waves did.
What is this? Is this your idea? Is it? Is this your idea?
Mr. Barry, she was frightened.
She
Now,
was
even
frightened.
from my place, it sounded pretty heavy up here. Now, do you think we can keep this in the family, or shall I call a patrol car?
Look, what's really going on here, huh? I mean, really going on. I have a conversation with my wife. All right, an argument, and suddenly we have cops in the door. Is this your idea of the scene you wanted, huh? I hit you, and you bleed, and there are cops, and...
Miss Anderson, I'm just too embarrassed to know what to say.
It's nothing. You sure you'll be all right now?
I'm scared to death. He's always talking about going and getting a gun. Oh, I don't want to bother you with my domestic problems.
Well, that's hardly a little domestic problem. Do you want to press charges?
For what, a bloody nose? All I know is I'm finally afraid to be here alone when he gets back.
Have you got any relatives or friends you can stay with? Mrs. Doherty, do you think you could put Mrs. Barry up for the night?
But isn't there anything more that you can do? I mean, you must have some pull at headquarters.
When I get back in the morning, I'll see what else can be done. But right now, I really have to go.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Anderson. Thank you for coming and helping.
You're welcome. Coffee today, huh? All finished with this. Which one gets the salami?
Right here. Yeah. Hey, how about some more coffee?
Coffee.
Some more cream, too.
Yeah, okay. Hang in there. I'll be right back. Coffee.
Hey, Bunny, how about some sugar for my coffee?
You already had 2 sugars. You want to put us out of business?
Still ain't sweet enough to keep me awake all night.
Pappy, there ain't nothing sweet enough to keep you awake all night.
Except you.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Hey, Bunny, how's about a glass of milk, huh?
M-I-L-K. Coming up. That's a glass of milk.
Figure out what truck you want to hit yet?
Yeah, I got a guy who could use a load of small appliances.
Well, listen, if you get lucky, save me a toaster, will you? Get my old lady off my back. And tell your maniacs out there not to waste the drivers, huh? Can you remember that? That's easy.
Afraid you lose a customer?
You kill somebody, you bring heat to this place. This kitchen is hot enough. Take a look at me.
You don't believe in violence, huh, Brock?
Only if there's a think involved.
How long you had this broad?
What?
I don't know. She ain't exactly dog meat, I'll give you that. But how come she'd work a job like this?
Not everybody can be a topless dancer, you know.
Wipe it from your lips.
Like what?
The saliva, man.
She's only a chick. I could replace her tomorrow.
I don't
There's
know.
your file.
She don't look the type that'd work in a greasy spoon like this.
Here, why don't you have a piece?
Hey, If she makes you nervous, I'll give it a can.
If she made me nervous, Brock, I wouldn't just settle for the can.
Hey, Bunny. Pie. Where's my pie?
Oh, yeah, your pie. Pie. There's your
Hey, Bunny, turn up your hearing aid, huh? I mean, I asked for lemon meringue pie.
Oh, lemon meringue pie. There's your meringue pie.
Ah, thank you, sweetheart.
You look like you got something else on your mind.
I can't keep no secrets from you, can I, Tiger?
What secret you got?
Oh, my old lady. She's sweet, but she's a little soft in the head, and I got her in this nursing home, and well, I'm the only one who really can, get to her. And I told the night nurse I'd call and check to see how she is, and Mr. Brock, honey, I'm gonna go make a phone call.
Why don't you use the phone on the wall?
Are you kidding? My mom's gonna think I'm having an orgy with all this racket.
Hey, Bunny, that's my dime.
I'll put it back.
Keep it warm, Brock.
Sylvia's Hickory Pit. Sylvia talking. We deliver. Can I help you? Oh, yeah. Sure. William, it's your lady friend.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, how's it going?
Okay, Sylvia still got the hots for you?
Can't keep her hands off of me.
Listen, Bill, I think we're on the right track. This is the dive where they work out which trucks to hit, strictly to order. They don't move until they've got a customer lined up for the stuff.
What about this guy Brock? Is he in on it?
Up to his dandruff. Only nothing that would hold up in court. Also, his partner seems to be a little nervous about me.
Think of Rock?
No, they're just starting to ask questions. And this Brock, well, he looks like the kind of guy that, well, if he ever found out I was working undercover, I think you'd have one big vacancy in your unit.
Honey, you know we're covering, yeah?
When's the last time you saw a cop outrun a bullet?
You want to pull out?
No. I'm just tired, my feet hurt. And there was some trouble at the apartment today. A nice, pretty young woman with a nutty husband. They had something going. I had to go play marriage counselor. Anyway, you go back to work and give my love to Sylvia, okay?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Hey, Joe looks miserable.
Well, he just had some of her lasagna with pignoli.
What's pignoli?
Nuts.
Nuts to you.
Ciao.
Make sure you have a good time.
Good night. Everything okay here?
Hey, buddy, how about the check?
Right, one check coming up.
How's the old lady?
Oh, still driving him up the wall. I'm glad I called. How about a nice piece of chocolate cake? Keep your blood sugar up.
All I need is your finger star in my coffee.
Al, I'm gonna marry you.
That reminds me, Bunny. You ever been married before?
No, saving myself for Al.
Yeah, but the way you get along with these guys, I'm surprised you don't have a guy of your own. Nobody ever calls you here or picks you up.
Hey, that's why. She gets along good with all the guys.
See you on the next run, Al. Who wants to fight over
Here,
this?
I got it.
Miss Anderson? I want to show you something. Do you mind? Only take a minute.
Oh, could it possibly wait?
Not this.
Oh, goodness. Your husband did this?
I was asleep in Mrs. Doherty's when I heard him come in.
Well, did you talk to him or try to calm him down or anything?
The state he was in, he'd have killed me. I mean, I know that.
Lost horizon. Did anyone call the police?
Yes, I did. But I guess it wasn't a heavy enough scene for them to issue a statewide manhunt.
Boy. Well, there's a problem here, all right.
He's convinced I'm the problem, all part of a grand conspiracy to deny him the recognition he deserves. He's got this idea he's a great artist.
Well, he's not bad.
If only certain people would stop putting him down, getting him fired one job after another. His current job. Of course, he feels I'm forcing him to prostitute himself.
No way you can persuade him to get counseling?
To him, the whole world's out of step except Sean Barry.
Well, that's not that unusual.
If only the police could throw a good scare into him, let him know if anything should happen to me, they'd know who did it.
All right, I'll talk to Sergeant Crowley.
Could you take me down there to kind of fill him in on the background? I mean, when Sean wants to, he can be so charming and witty like you wouldn't believe.
I've been on my feet all night.
Please?
Come on.
Hey, you!
Hey, Red? Red, look, I gotta talk to you.
Quiet, the game be over in a second. Hey, don't touch that table, punk, or you buy me a new one. Man, you look like the dogs had you into the house.
Yeah, there's some trouble at the house.
Your old lady still playing footsie with that hairdresser?
I don't know. She's playing some kind of game, you know, a puzzle. Look, that's not what I came to talk to you about.
No?
You once said that you had a nice, clean handgun for sale.
What are you gonna do, knock her off?
Hey, what the hell kind of thing is that to say? No, man, I just figure, you know... well, I mean, nowadays, a guy's gotta have some kind of protection, you know, Red, you want to sell the gun or not?
What kind of cash you got in your pocket?
Enough.
Slightly used, but good enough for a man who's only trying to protect the sanctity of his home and his wife.
Those who in quarrels interpose often wipe a bloody nose. When I was a kid, once I had to write that 100 times on the blackboard. I'll get you some chalk.
All I want is some sleep.
When are you going to learn, Pepper?
Never.
All right, Mrs. Barry, you want to step in, please?
Joe tells me you want to meet with Brock.
I think it's about time. I'm Sergeant Crowley. Just have a seat.
Thank you.
Now, Pepper here tells me that you and your husband have been having a little problem.
A little problem?
Well, we exaggerate.
Well, see, there are days when this whole city seems to be nothing but husband and wives who are ready to kill each other. But until one of them actually makes a move...
Then, Sergeant, what do you suggest? That I buy a gun?
No, certainly not.
My hairdresser's name is Francis. To my husband, that proves it's a man.
This may sound silly, but have you ever thought of just having him meet her?
He doesn't seem to want to. It's almost as if he's afraid it'll spoil his anger. Anyway, next day he'd just think of something else. As long as we've been married, he's had these sick thoughts about this one or that one being out to ruin his life.
Has he ever tried to do anything about it?
How could he? They were all fantasies.
Yeah, well, usually, all we can do in marital disputes is get the two parties into neutral corners and hope they cool off.
And hope we get some sleep.
I see. If I call you in time, you'll do your best to stop the bullet in midair.
Oh, Hillary, that's not...
Thank you for your time, Sergeant. I'm sure you have more important things to handle.
Thanks very much.
What'd you make out in tips last night?
Lousy. How about you?
$25.50. I'm giving up police work.
Thought you already had.
Miss Stouty? Hey, you really look very pretty today.
Thank you.
You know, I just, I saw a flick the other night with, Faye Dunaway. And, she wore her hair exactly like that. Hey, look, it's okay my being here. I mean, I just came to get my stuff.
How'd you know they were here?
Well, I figured my wife's already changed the locks. You know, she being a graduate student in matters of the mind, I guess by now she ought to be an expert in handling paranoids like me. Look, I know she wouldn't have locked me out without my things, you know, my clothes and my paintings.
Yeah, you're right. Come on, they're here.
Thanks.
I hope you didn't come back to cause any fuss or start any trouble with your wife.
No, just to get my stuff. Where are the rest of the paintings?
That's it.
No, they were... Oh, never mind.
Do you have any messages for Mrs. Barry?
No. Just wish her happiness. She and that policewoman who, in a splendid gesture of feminine solidarity, gave me the final push.
Miss Anderson, are you awake?
Mrs. Doherty, is that you?
Yeah.
How wonderful of you to drop by. I hope you've got good news this time. Just a second. Good morning.
Miss Anderson, I really hate to bother you.
Want a cup of coffee? It's okay.
No, thank you. But he came back.
Mr. Barry.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
He came back to pick up his things.
Oh, well, then that's great. No threats or anything?
Well, not exactly. You see, I asked him if he had any messages, and...
do you mind?
No. I asked him if he had any messages, and he said, yeah. He said to wish his wife a lot of happiness, you and her.
Good.
That isn't exactly a threat, I know, but, well, you see, he said you gave him the final push. And I could tell by the way he was wearing his coat that he was carrying a gun.
You're quite sure that's what you saw?
Yeah. Now, do you figure on calling the police and having him picked up?
I'll call and tell them what you said.
Good.
But if they don't find a gun on him, there's not much you can do to a man that wishes you happiness.
Oh, well, I certainly hope you can do something because I'm really getting very tired. Lots of people yelling and everybody disturbing me. You are a policewoman. After all, you ought to know how to do it.
Yuck.
What can I do for you, pal?
Hey, if a man plays his cards right, so I'll get a little dinner around here.
I'll see you tomorrow, Brock.
It's a little early for dinner. I just opened up. The only thing I got ready is some sandwiches and some stew.
I can't hack with no sandwiches. I'll have some of your stew.
Where you from? Out of state?
All right, sure.
What are you hauling?
What am I hauling? I'm hauling good stuff. Only thing is, I got me a little shrinkage problem.
Everybody's got problems today.
You ain't telling me nothing. You know, my boss wants me to carry a shotgun. I said, there ain't no way I'm gonna carry no shotgun. I mean, they ain't paying me to be wired up, you know what I mean?
You're smart.
You bet your life I'm smart. There's plenty of whiskey where that come from. I only got me one life.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. Between you and I never knew anybody that could grow a new head.
That's exactly what I told him. If anybody wants whiskey, it's bad enough to hold a gun on me. He's looking at a live coward. Or better yet, you know what I'd tell him? I'd say, hey, baby, why don't you just not get yourself in no sweat? In fact, you make me an offer I can't refuse, and I'll give you door-to-door service.
I guess it takes all kinds, huh?
That's right. What about you? I mean, you know anybody who's real desperate for some booze?
Mister, let me tell you something. I don't know who you are. You might be a cop for all I know. Or some other kind of a crook coming in here setting me up for a shakedown. This here is my business. I'm not interested in yours.
Look, man,
now get out of here and get lost.
Hey, wait a minute.
I said get out of here. I tell you one time, get out of here.
Shit, you got a sour disposition, you know that?
Only with my friends, pal. With anybody else, I'm just hard to get along with.
Probably yesterday's stew anyway.
You get anything?
I didn't even get a nibble. He's tight as a clam. I think he's got a sour view of human nature.
Yeah, well, back to Sylvia's then. Think it'd be safe for Pep to show back tonight?
If she doesn't show up, he's gonna get paranoid and maybe get the idea she's a cop.
Yeah, but at least we'd know she was safe. I mean, we can't see through those walls.
Joe, we blow this one. We're right back where we started. I think I'll leave it up to Pep.
Hang on, Mrs. Doherty. One of these days I'm gonna make it. It's not the dogs, it's the doorbell. Oh, Sean.
Hi. I just stopped by to apologize and brought you this.
Thanks.
I woke you, didn't I?
Oh, that's all right.
Could I come in for just a minute? Look, you're already aware that Hillary and I have a little problem. Actually, since we've been married, she's tried to help, you know, but it just seems to get worse, and I thought maybe you could help. Thank you.
Is she at home?
No. She's probably afraid I'll turn up drunk and make myself obnoxious again. Mind if I sit?
No.
Right. Well, I guess you know the problem's not Hillary. It's me. I think I need help.
Well, if you realize that, then half the battle's over.
You have a nice sense of color.
Thanks.
Would you like a soft drink or
No,
something?
no. You like to read?
Yeah.
Cop that reads, huh? Poetry?
Sometimes. I have to be in the mood.
Yeah, I know what you mean. With Hillary and me, I mean, in our marriage, I kind of wanted a mood to come. You know, poetic mood. How does that go? Teacher, tender comrade, wife. A fellow farer, true through life. wanted to say that to Hillary, but I'm not Robert Louis Stevenson, and she's not exactly Mrs. Stevenson. She's...
What is she?
Nothing. Oh, you know, she's the big psychology expert. Authority on matters of mental health, and she's always pinning these labels on me, and I can't accept that from her. And I thought that maybe, I don't know, you could tell me what to do.
Well, no, I can't do that, Sean. That's something you've got to work out by yourself.
By myself.
Earlier today, Mrs. Doherty stopped by, and she said you came over to pick up your things, and she had the impression that you had a gun.
That woman, frustrate. You know what a gun's supposed to symbolize, don't you?
Do you have a gun?
Toujours the lady cop, huh? Look, what is it that you think? That I consider you some kind of threat to my marriage? I mean, I came here asking for your help, your advice. I even brought you a present which you didn't even think was worth opening. You and Hillary. You really are going to give me the final push, aren't you?
Sean, I assure you...
Listen to me! I'm not a violent person. Now, I know that's difficult for you to believe. That's difficult for anybody to believe. But let me tell you something. When somebody deliberately sets out to ruin your life, then I think to myself, God forgive me. Be violent. Protect yourself, Sean, even violently if you have to. Don't come any closer.
I have to ask you again, are you carrying a gun?
And if I am?
If it isn't registered, I'll have to arrest you.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, that's the plan, isn't it? I mean, only Hillary couldn't do that by herself, so of course she had to involve you. Have me arrested, have me committed, while she and that gigolo hairdresser go waltzing off into the sunset together. You know what I don't understand is what you have against me. I mean, what did I ever do to you? I came here. I needed your respect.
Sean, please, give me the...
You, please, get away from me. Get away from me. I know what you want, you and my wife. Well, you just might get it.
Bill, it's Pepper. Sean Barry was just here, and he pulled a gun on me. I'll make out an 8OW report, and we'll try to pick him up. Yeah, okay. All right, bye.
Hillary? Yes? It's me, Pepper. Come on in, the door's open. I'll call you back.
Your husband...
You really are some kind of undercover cop, aren't you?
Your husband stopped by a while ago, apologized, and he also brought me a present.
That's him, all right.
Well, he also pulled a gun on me.
That's him, all right.
There's a local broadcast out for him now, but I wonder if it's such a good idea for you to stay here.
Where can I go? If I leave, he could be out there any place. Pick me off with one shot. You've got to tell me what to do.
That's almost what your husband said.
Pepper, are you equating me with him?
Just stay put and lock your doors. And if there's any trouble, then call me at this number. And remember to ask for Bunny. Not Miss Anderson, Bunny.
Hey, Bonnie, come on. We ain't got all night. My stew's getting cold.
I'm sorry, Stu. Go on. There you go.
How about a piece of coffee, Bonnie?
Coffee.
Where's my sandwich?
Yours was the salami. There you go.
How about some coconut cream pie?
One left. Coconut cream.
Hey, Bunny, I need some ketchup and sugar.
Ketchup.
You got a match?
Sugar. There's your ketchup. Who wanted the cream?
What am I supposed to eat this with my fingers?
What? Didn't I give you any silver? I'm sorry.
Hey, Bonnie, you know, this coffee is worse than usual. You must be in love again.
Hey, can I have a straw?
You want a straw?
Please.
I don't know. She sure works her butt off.
Yeah, well, I still say she's got too much class to work in a crummy joint like this.
Hey, if you want me to fire her, I'll do it right now.
Not yet.
Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Evening. Haven't we met somewhere before? Bum, bum. And sin has left its sad scar.
What'll it be, handsome?
J7 still your favorite, Bunny?
Love it, doll. What'd you have?
Where have we met before?
Tiger, if we'd have met before, you'd have remembered it. Right, fellas?
Let me think.
Under the bacon and tomato? Come on, I'm kind of busy. What'll it be?
You know, I think it was just this afternoon, about 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? Well, if you were sitting in the chair next to me at the beauty parlor, that's it. What'd you have, pal?
Nothing. You know, there's a poem that keeps running through my head and I can't figure it out. Teacher, tender comrade, and her friend, the cop. That's it, isn't it? You're Sergeant Pepper Anderson. The beautiful cop.
Boy, we really get some weird ones in here, don't we?
Hey, Sergeant, could we have a little more cream here, please?
Get out of here, I'll cover you.
Hey, what was that cop business all about?
Well, how should I know? The guy's bombed out of his skull. Excuse me, I need a little privacy.
Hey, why don't you give the lady a break? Can't you just go into the John? You know what I mean? Oh, let's see.
Hey, Bill, trouble.
Hold it, please! pull you apart. Huddle! Now put your hands on the wheel.
They got a regular armory out there, haven't they?
Really?
Anybody talking?
No, not yet. But this guy Brock, I think that if the DA came up with the right kind of a deal, he'd win.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it wasn't a total loss after all.
Oh, Hillary, I'm sorry about this.
Hey, Bill, we found Sean's car in a parking lot downtown. It's being watched. I think he just might have abandoned it. I'm sure he knows we're after him.
Hillary, when you and Sean had fights before and he ran out of the house, where did he usually go, you know, to cool off?
He'd go get drunk and then he'd go play table tennis. It seemed to calm him down.
Where do you go to play table tennis?
He usually went to this one place. I can't remember the exact name of it. Red Star, on High Street near Carson Avenue.
Let's take it out. Joe, let's check these through and see how I see it.
Just one thing I ought to mention about Sean. This personality type, if he should ever feel cornered, trapped in any way, he'd never, ever give himself up. I just thought I'd better clue you in.
Thanks. We'll give you a lift home.
No, I think it would be better if I came with you. Helped you. Helped Sean.
Well, we'll see. Let's go.
Hey, Pep?
Yeah.
I didn't see any car follow you to the cafe last night. I thought you'd like to know.
Tell Bill to wait up for me. Are you sure?
Positive.
Could you give me the number of the Astro hairstylists, please? Thank you. Good morning. Could I speak to Francis? Is this Francis? Do you have anyone else there working by that name? No, I must have the wrong number. Thank you.
You just hit me. Somebody once said to me, if you ever want to pick up a clean gun, see old Red up on High Street. That couldn't be you, could it?
No, that's another Red with red hair. Not me. I got my name from the Red Sox. Me and Van Johnson.
Where you going, Red?
Look, Sergeant, I'm losing money.
What are you keeping that floor safe over there?
What is this, a shakedown?
What are you keeping the safe, Red? Huh?
You guys, what kind of money are you talking about? If you're not too greedy,
Sit down, Red, before I bribe you to the rest of the charges. Huh? Go on, sit down. We're secure here. We'll get us a search warrant.
Why are you staring at me like that?
No reason.
Is it because of all the trouble I've caused you on account of that raving lunatic?
Why should I blame you for that?
Nothing. I'm just nervous. Any minute, he could walk in here and start blasting away.
Why would he want to do that?
You said yourself he was armed and dangerous, didn't you?
Hey, Hillary, how do you really suppose he tracked me down at that cafe?
Well, obviously he followed you.
No, one of our partners was staked out, and he said nobody followed me. What do you think?
Well, you could have said something to him when he came calling with his olive branch.
The only outsider who knew I was at that cafe was you.
Well, you don't think that I... Are you insane? All I had was the phone number.
Whenever the boss answered the phone, he always answered Jose's Cafe. Anybody could look up the address in the phone book.
What earthly reason would I have to tell Sean where to find you?
Well, you tell me. Maybe to cheat on you, to kill me? What?
What? She's insane.
Mrs. Barry, it seems to me that your husband had this crazy suspicion about you and your hairdresser, okay? Only what if it wasn't so crazy? You see, Pep called the Astro hairstylist, and she asked to speak to Frances. She tells me Frances has a very deep voice for a lady.
Haven't you ever cheated on a man?
No. And I've never set him up to be killed by the police either.
Is that what you think I was doing?
I wish I could understand why lovely little things end up emasculating their men, and then their husbands run around wondering what happened, blaming themselves.
You know what I think? I think your lady cop has fallen for my charming, crazy husband. That's what I think.
Hillary,
Stop him! He's got a gun!
no, please,
Stop him! He must be trying! Stop him!
Put the gun down, Barry. Put your hands on top of your head. Put it down. You hear me? Put it down.
Sean.
Put the gun down.
Sean, give me the gun.
No.
Let me have the gun, Sean.
Stop.
Come on. Now I'm here to help you. Look what she's been doing to you. Sean, we've all heard about battered children, battered wives. Well, what about the battered husband? The guy who gets hit, hurt, battered psychologically to the point where all he wants to do is kill himself or kill somebody just to get back some of that manhood. Look at her. Can't you see it? We're here to help you, I swear. Give me the gun. Give me the gun, Sean.
Right about me?
No, she's not. That's good. Good, Sean. Good. Good, Sean.
You're gonna take me in, aren't you?
We want to help you. You want us to help you? We want to. Come on.
I know. I'm sick. But I couldn't admit that to her.
She's a lot sicker than you are, Sean.
Dick, stay with Red Sox up there till I can get back here with a warrant.
Sergeant?
Yeah?
Can I go home?
Lady? As far as I'm concerned, you can go to hell.